Okay, so this is Cold Star Craft Lager. I got this quite a while back. It's taken me a long time to get around to making this review, and basically when I saw this in the shop, the first thing that caught my eye was this kind of weird looking glass. It kind of looks like it's got crunched up ice in it, and what this actually is a cool freezable tumbler. So let's have a look at the back. So there it says, "Say goodbye to warm beer with the Stay Cool Freezable Tumbler." And they don't think that lager should be served warm. It says, "To enjoy your beer at its chilly best, take your frozen tumbler from the freezer, pour in your Cold Star Craft Lager, and wait, chill out. Allow your beer a minute or two to get to the right temperature, then enjoy, stay cool." And that there it describes the lager itself. It's soft, it's zingy, honey, citrus, grassy hops. Sounds quite good actually. 4.5. Yeah, it tells you how to use the freezable tumbler. It's got a protective silicone sleeve. Remove the silicone sleeve. I don't really know how it protects anything, the silicone sleeve, because it's just kind of, it's like thin rubber or something. I did think at first it must be for grip, but it's not mentioning that. It's just saying that it's protective, so I don't really understand that. And it says remove silicone sleeve, place tumbler in freezer for 4 hours. That's quite a long time. When frozen, remove from freezer immediately prior to use and replace silicone sleeve. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out this tumbler and put it into the freezer. So usually before I drink a beer or cider or whatever, I'll put it in the freezer for about half an hour to get it really chilled. I'm not going to do that this time because if I get this really chilled by putting it in the freezer for half an hour, then this cold tumbler, it might not really make any difference to the temperature of this. So I want to see how much this cools the lager down if the lager is just at, like, say, I don't know, room temperature or whatever. So yeah, let's take out this tumbler. Let's take out the beer as well. And we've got a leaflet inside the tumbler. So these are the instructions. Frosty mug. For best results, place your frosty mug straight up in the freezer compartment of your refrigerator for 2 to 4 hours. When the coolant, non-toxic, appears frozen, remove it from the freezer and fill with your favourite drink. Feel free to freeze and refreeze again and again. Don't use it in the microwave. Don't freeze below 10°C. Hand wash only. Okay, so it's saying when the coolant appears frozen, remove the tumbler from the freezer. Well, I'm not really sure what the coolant is. Is it this stuff in the tumbler which looks like ice? I mean, how's it meant to look when it appears frozen? Because it already looks frozen as it is. I'll give you a close-up look at it. See, it already looks frozen. It looks like crunched up ice, so I don't know. But let's take off this silicone sleeve and stick it in the freezer. And this is plastic, I think. I'm sure it's plastic. Kind of feels like it and sounds like it, but at the same time it's kind of quite, I don't know, feels quite hard, quite heavy, but I'm sure it is plastic. But yeah, let's pop this into the freezer for 4 hours, which is kind of a long time to get it chilled enough, but yeah, let's do that. So the glass has been, well, it's not a glass, it's a tumbler. It's been in the freezer for about 3 hours now, and you can see it's just the way it looks, it's totally different now. So it's like what looks like crushed up ice inside. It's all like really frosted up, and it feels freezing cold as well, obviously, because it's been in the freezer. It's weird because this kind of looks like plastic, I suppose, and it feels like plastic. If I tap it with my fingernail, it kind of sounds like plastic, but when I put it down on the table, it sounds like it's glass. Weird. Anyway, let's take a look at this Cold Star lager. So it's a premium craft lager. You can see we've got like snowflakes on it and stuff. Never tried this before. It's 4.5, 330 millilitres. I can't remember how much this cost. There's a description there. It's got grassy hops, touch of citrus and honey. I like honey, so that sounds really nice. Zingy and refreshing. Light malt, citrus fruit, dry grassy bitterness. I'm not too keen on bitterness. Softer fruity caramel finish. Well, it sounds like it's got several different flavours in it. Alright, let's crack it open. Okay, so I'm going to pour a bit into this. So this isn't chilled. It's well, I guess it's a bit less than room temperature because it's a bit cold in this room. But I'm going to pour some of this into this glass, and then I'm going to pour the rest into this glass, and then I can compare how they are. So I think that'll do. Pour the rest into this glass. Frothing up pretty badly. So this is kind of looking interesting. It's like it's like all this kind of frosty ice. It's kind of changing a bit. So it said on the instructions to like leave it for a couple of minutes, you know, so it will really chill the lager. I don't know if leaving it longer will chill it more. 'Cause I'm guessing if it would do, then surely in the instructions it would say a longer time than 2 minutes. You know, it'd be more than 2 minutes. So I may just leave it for 5 minutes, just in case it will get even more colder than how it will be after 2 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes. I know I said I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes, but I just want to see what it's like after 2 minutes, and then I'll leave it for another 3 minutes to see, you know, then it'll be 5 minutes, and I can see if it's actually any colder than how it is now after 2 minutes. So let's try this one. So this is just like, it's not chilled or anything, it's just like room temperature or a bit below. Okay, that's actually, it tastes and smells really nice, and it is kind of cold. A little. But that's just because it's kind of cold in this room. So let's try this one now. It's more colder than that, but it's not that cold. I was expecting it to be like really chilled, but holding the glass, it feels freezing cold. It feels a lot colder than the beer inside. Yeah, it's like when I'm drinking the beer, it doesn't even seem as cold as what it would be if I just kept it in the fridge. But I'll leave it for another 3 minutes, so it's been 5 minutes altogether, and we'll see if it's any colder. Okay, so just before when I said I'm going to go away, leave it for 3 minutes and then I'll come back, so it'll be because 5 minutes will have passed. Well, the thing is that 5 minutes had already passed anyway. You know, I waited for 2 minutes, came in, started recording, and then by the time I finished recording and went away, 5 minutes had passed anyway. So I've left it for another 5 minutes, and yeah, let's see how it is now. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to be much different from how it was before, but it's almost what you would call freezing cold. Wasn't expecting it to work as well as that, because like just before I was thinking it's probably not meant to like really chill a beer, you know, from room temperature. It's probably more about you putting a really cold beer into the glass and then it will just keep it really cold for a lot longer than what it would be in a normal glass. But no, it actually takes a beer that's at like a normal temperature or a bit below room temperature, and it makes it really cold. That is crazy. So yeah, it's a really cool glass. This really interesting. I mean, it looks interesting, and it's just really cool the fact that you can put a beer into it, you know, and the beer's at a normal temperature, and this will make the beer freezing cold. And the lager, it tastes really nice. It doesn't taste as though there's that many different flavours in it, because like when reading the back of it, it's saying like there's all sorts of different flavours in it and stuff. But yeah, it has a really nice flavour, and it has a really nice aroma as well. I think I'll actually use this glass quite a lot. Obviously, I'm not gonna. It's not like I'll just like I'll not chill any of my beer, and then just pour it into the glass and wait for it to you know, to go freezing cold. You know, I'll still put my beers into the freezer for like half an hour, and then I'll put them into this glass. And I'm not sure if the glass would actually make them get any colder or not, but it'll keep them really cold for a lot longer anyway. So great glass. Beer tastes really nice. What would I give the beer out of 10? I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'm not really describing how the beer tastes that much, to be honest. It's citrusy, and I think that's about it. I guess I can taste the honey a bit, but yeah, really nice beer. So I'll give the beer 9 out of 10, and this glass I'll give it a 10 out of 10. It works really well. I didn't think it was going to work that well, to be honest. I thought the glass was probably more about just you know, you put a cold beer in there and it will just keep it cold for longer, rather than putting a beer into there at room temperature and then it will like really, you know, make it really cold. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thanks for watching.